Hi, everyone. Today is September 13th, and today we're talking a little bit about September 11th, 2001, what we remember, um, what we recall. Um, so I remember it was a Tuesday morning, and I had gone to bed very late the night before and was journaling some things. And then I got up late, or was kind of in a rush in the morning because I believe I had a class at like 8 in the morning, and well, everything was happening on the East Coast in New York and Pentagon, um, and so when I went into my dad's room, he had the TV on. My aunt had called him and alerted him what was going on, so he was watching this. I was still kind of waking up and not realizing what exactly was going on. So I was kind of in my morning routine of like I need to get my shower, get ready, get over to the university for my first class. And so when I was about to head into my shower, the first tower had fallen, and then um, I was taking my shower and kind of just waking up, and then came out, and the second tower had fallen, and this was I I still hadn't realized how serious this whole thing was, and it was just in shock, but still believing like I'm going to go over to the university and my class. But by the time I got to the university, there were signs on all the doors that said classes had been suspended and that there would be a service at the chapel later in the morning. So I went over to one of my friend's dorms, and I remember they like just on the ground floor, everybody had these like really large windows, and everybody had these big screen TVs, and everybody had the same images on their TV from the just breaking news, and this was all live, and just all these images coming in. And everybody was just in shock and kind of disbelief and just trying to send messages to friends that we might have had. I remember I had a friend who was in New York and trying to send her a message to see how she was doing, and just it was a very surreal morning. And but then within a couple of days or weeks, it was just that was the only thing that was being talked about, obviously, and but it just reached a point where like you couldn't you couldn't function because it was just that nonstop. So I had to stop watching the news, stop listening to the radio, and stop reading the newspaper. And this was before social media, so it was still possible to kind of just disconnect because it was too much. Um, and I think it took me probably about 6 months to just kind of process through everything. And I was also preparing for a music recital in March. Um, and there was a piece of music that I was writing that ended up being my like musical journal in a way of just all these emotions. I couldn't get them out so much in words. I had to get them out through music. I remember going through some historical records of like when Mount Vesuvius had erupted and covered Pompeii, and that was just such a traumatic experience in ancient Rome. And there was accounts from I think Pliny the Younger, and just the description of the ash and the dust and the debris. It seemed to resonate so much with the ash, or not the ash, but the debris and the fire and just the chaos, and that seemed to resonate. And I was trying to make sense of that as well, but it was just such a traumatic time. But yeah. Hola a todos. Hoy para el 13 de septiembre estamos hablando un poco del 11 de septiembre de 2001 y lo que nos acordamos y pues en la mañana yo estaba preparándome para ir a la universidad, fui al cuarto de mis papás y tenía que tomar una ducha para prepararme y creo que voy a tener que hacer corto esta grabación. Estaba preparándome para ir a la universidad, pero cuando llegué a la universidad, pues todas las clases estaban canceladas y al dormitorio donde estaban mis amigos y todas las teles tenían las mismas imágenes y era non-stop todas esas imágenes durante días y semanas y alcancé un momento que tenía que decir, bueno, ya, stop. Euh, Bonjour tout le monde, aujourd'hui c'est le 13 septembre, on est en train de parler un petit peu de l'11 septembre 2001, il y a 20 ans, et je me rappelle ce matin-là que je me suis levé pour me préparer pour aller à l'université, mais il y avait la télé dans la chambre de mon père, et quand je suis entré pour prendre une douche, ben, il y avait un, un tour qui est tombé, et après j'ai pris ma douche, puis il y avait une deuxième, mais j'étais encore en train de penser que il faut que j'aille à l'université pour mes cours, mais quand je suis arrivé, les cours ils étaient tous annulés. Donc je suis allé chez un ami dans son dortoir, mais il y avait toutes les télés avec les mêmes images. Et, au bout d'un moment, avec quelques journées, des semaines, c'était trop. C'était ça non-stop, sans cesse. Hallo an alle, heute ist der 13. Tag in der Herausforderung und sprechen wir ein bisschen über der 11. September 2001. Und ich erinnere, dass äh, äh, Dienstag, morgen, ich bin ausgestanden für ein Dusch gemacht und der Fernseher in der Zimmer für mein Vater, es war, er hat der Fernseher gesehen und aber ich habe gedacht, dass ich muss mich preparieren für meine erste Stunde in der Universität. Und wann war ich in der Universität? Ich habe gesehen, dass alle die Stunde war cancelled und ich war mit einige Freunde und an der Fernseher. Es war die gleiche Images und immer allen ganzen Tag und die Woche und die Monaten und es war viele Immagini. Ja. Ciao a tutti, oggi è il giorno 13, parliamo un po' del 11 settembre e mi ricordo che um, ho preparato per andare all'università e nella televisione ho visto le immagini di New York, non ho capito cosa, cosa passare, ma sono andato all'università, ma tutte le lezioni sono cancellate. Um, ero con alcuni amici e abbiamo visto la televisione, ma tutto il giorno, tutte le stesse immagini di New York. Всем привет, сегодня 13-й день в челлендже. Мы говорим немного о 11-й день в сентябре 2001, одного года. И я помню, что э, готовил, я готовился мне чтобы пойти в университете, в университет, но когда я был там, весь занятие было cancelled. И после этого я был к друзьям, и мы посмотрел телевизор, и это весь день само тоже Imagine, Нью-Йорк и так далее. Так, это все на сегодня. Большое спасибо.